Hey, what's up, everybody? So I just realized I never really showed off my Sega Genesis collection, which is weird. I have quite a extensive collection from loose to box, so I'm gonna try to go through this as clearly and easily as possible. So I'm gonna go through my inbox stuff since I don't have a lot. First one up, I want to show my Back to the Future Part 3, which I'm a big Back to the Future fan, and this game is hard as crap. Like, of all the Back to the Future game, it's not a bad game. It's just very difficult. I haven't made it past the first stage yet. Next one off is Michael Jackson Moonwalker. This is a repro copy because depending on what generation of Moonwalker, whether you got the first run or the second run, the first one has mostly all his music correlating to each stage, while the later ones just had like one or two of his songs for all of the whole game. So I was lucky to get this one. Next one up, I got F-22. Now, I wasn't a big fan of this game. Actually, I didn't say I wasn't a big fan of the game. I wasn't really planning on actually keeping it. So, and it's one of those, thing about one of those carts, and it's not an official Sega cart, because I think Sega Genesis was trying, the P companies were trying to get a cheaper way to make cartridges, so they kind of made their own thing. Next one up, I have Aliens 3, which is one of my favorites. I love Aliens. I wish I got the one for the Sega, actually for the Super Nintendo, because it's a little bit better. But this one ain't bad too. This is one of my favorites. This one, Rambo 3, was the first Sega Genesis game I got when I started collecting. I got this one fully complete many years ago, probably 4 years ago when I first started collecting. It still has the person's original owner's name on it. And it's a very good game. I was really lucky that I was able to get this. Next one up is Evander Holyfield Boxing. Now, this was one that I used to love playing back in the day. Me and my cousins would go hours and hours playing this. And I also liked that you was able to actually upgrade your boxer. You got to make sure he's eating and training and stuff. This was definitely a very good game. World Series Baseball was a game I got for free from a friend who was cleaning out his basement, and he found it, and he was like, yo, take it. So I got it, cleaned it up, fully complete, and game works great. Not a baseball fan, but it is actually one of the only baseball games I own. I keep forgetting I have that. Next one up is Aladdin. Now, Aladdin, great game, great platformer. A lot of people say it's better on the Super Nintendo because of the music, but I like it for the Sega Genesis. Next one up is Tailspin. Now, I'm a big Tailspin fan. I grew up in the 90s, so I was so stoked that I got this game, and I got it fully complete. Now, the game is a little finicky, but you know what? I enjoy it. Then last but not least is Pitfall, and this is like the actual paper box, so I got to be careful with it, but it's fully complete with the game of Pitfall. This is actually a really good game and really fun to get into. They did a very good job with that game. So this is all my inbox. I'm going to go to now my loose, because I have tons of loose. So I'm going to go kind of quickly. Right off the bat, I got Miss Pac-Man. Was actually not a bad game. Last Action Hero. So I never really played this for the Genesis. I mostly played it for the Game Gear. But the fact I was able to get it for the Genesis was pretty cool. Eternal Champions. I got this out of a bundle. Everybody keeps saying it's great. I haven't had a chance to play it, really sit down and play it. So I'm probably going to try to sit down and play it. NBA Jam and an NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Now, the Tournament Edition, which is this one, has a lot more characters. And then, this one also has like Bill Clinton, while this is the regular edition. And I rather the Tournament Edition because of the characters, but you know, I got both of them. Side Pocket, because you just got to have a pool game somewhere. Jurassic Park, this one's kind of beat up. I don't know why I got this game. I think I got this game just because of nostalgia purposes, but it's a decent game. Jeopardy, I don't know. I just got it, I guess. And Monopoly, because sometimes you just want to play Monopoly, but you don't want to go through a whole setup. Plus, trying to find people to play Monopoly with you can be a little difficult. Next, I got Taz Escape from Mars, because I'm a big Looney Tunes fan, and this game is just fun to play. Tailspin, I think I already showed the case. Hold up. I did not realize something. I did not know that. I have Tailspin twice. Because I know one of them sometimes work. I didn't even know I had this. When the hell did I get two Tailspins? Wow. I did not know that. Next one up, Deep Space Nine. Not Deep Space Nine. Sorry, this is Star Trek: The Next Generation. So this one allows you to. You're in the Enterprise. You can actually like the story is pretty good. And if you're a Star Trek fan, how you can change, to engineering, this, that, and the third. It's very fun. If you love the show, this is definitely a great game to pick up. And it's also the same thing was released on the Super Nintendo, but some people say they'd rather the Sega Genesis one. This is Streets of Rage 2, but this one is the Scout Pro. This one's a repro and it has Scout Program sprites in place of the original 2 for Streets of Rage. Still very fun, very little kooky game. And if you like Streets of Rage and Scout Pilgrim, this is definitely your game. Next one up, this is one of my personal favorites, is X-Humans. To me, it plays kind of like X-Men on the Genesis, and it's a nice, fun little game. I never really got through this. I just remember playing it a lot as a kid. Then Toy Story, because I'm a big Toy Story fan. The graphics in this game is actually pretty good, shockingly. For a Sega Genesis game, the graphics kind of held up. Cutthroat Island. Like, this is an awesome multiplayer game, 2-player game, co-op game. Like, it's a very good game. And if you like the movie, I actually never seen the movie, but just playing the game, I know I would like the movie. Maybe I should watch the movie before I say that. Terminator 1. I'm like Terminator 1 over Terminator 2. Like, I have both of them. I just like 1 better. I guess I just like playing as Kyle Reese. 2 is not bad, but I just like 1. And then 2, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, how they did it, it's not bad neither. Phantom 2040. Now, I got this for like $10. It's a great platforming game. Don't get me wrong. It's very fun. I love the movie, The Phantom, so this wasn't that bad. It was a great pickup. RoboCop versus Terminator. Now, I'm going to say this is the better port of the game versus the Super Nintendo, because the Super Nintendo is very edited and the music don't really sound that good. While this is actually really good, and the sound effects is actually spot on for comparison from Super Nintendo to Sega Genesis. So this is actually a really good game. If you like Terminator and the RoboCop, this is definitely a great game to play. Now I got one of the hardest Batman games that ever came out, Batman and Robin. This is based on the animated series, based on the first season. And you definitely need 2 players to play this game. This game is very hard. It's fun, it's cool, but it's hard as crap. Next, Lion King. Now, I haven't met nobody that got past the second stage of this game. At first stage, yes, nobody got past, I want to be king stage, but still great. Music is spot on. Like, it definitely is especially for Lion King, definitely a great game. Now, I have X-Men. Now, this game is actually really cool. Pretty much, I think you're kind of stuck in the danger room. I like how one character actually dies in the game. You can't use that character no more. You switch to a different X-Men. It's a very good game, and this game, I believe, is multiplayer as well, co-op as well. Final Zone is a great mech game for the Sega Genesis. It allows you to actually get into a mech. You could customize your weapon and stuff like that. If you like mechs and everything like that, this is definitely the game to get, especially for the Genesis. NBA Hang Time, because you just got to get arcade NBA games. I mean, if you have Sega Genesis, you just got to get as many as you can get. Mortal Kombat 3. Now, this Mortal Kombat 3 had more characters and other Mortal Kombats, and it was just a great game. Now, Trilogy was better, but this wasn't bad as well. Then, Mortal Kombat. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Now, this one is really good. It's not as good as the Super Nintendo one. The Super Nintendo one is actually more a platformer, while this is more beat 'em up. But it do has one of the hardest fights in any of the Power Ranger games, where you got to fight the Green Ranger, and he is a pain in the butt to fight. The cool thing is, once you beat him, you get him, you can add on to part of your team, and you can play as him. It does have Zoid fights too, so it's a really good game. If you like Power Rangers, especially the first season, this is it. And then last, and certainly not least, in any Genesis collection, you got to have Shaq Fu. It's not a great game at all, but you just have to have Shaq Fu. It's just one of those games, but you just have to have. Anyway, that's my Sega Genesis collection. Tell me what you think.